going to run their game plan, though, sneaking under.
Meteor, though, dispatching of Jit Boys.
Oh, and then quick on the refract. Thigh able to find just one Meteor trading right back. Still the spike planted, some space being taken. Killua really up front. If he, well, drops, then, yeah, no more salvos then. But of course, you got Primi hidden into deep positions as well. Buzz trying to sneak up from behind. Primi has no idea.
Yeah, but you got to look to try and get on this defuse now. Izu with the salvos available. Going to keep Primi hot under the collar and the timing quack. Oh, there was an opportunity. And it doesn't work out. That's quite unfortunate for Primi. Cruz up, specifically when you think of Viper and Meteor on the likes of Split, for example. But Jit Boys start off, die to double down.
We'll have the salvos instantly sent out, though, but off of that, quick from Killua to continue pushing forward. 2 more kills to his name. Meteor then flooding back in, but it's just the Sheriff.
See what damage, if at all any, can be delivered now with an upgrade on the Guardian.
Elevated angle from Primi. Ooh. Maybe reacted a little bit too early. Meteor was quick to sidestep that one. Knows that he has dropped down as well. He's looking for the Guardian shots, but Primi alongside this toxic screen, but Nanoswarm burning down the timer. 2, and as the curtain falls, it's going to be Primi who gets taken out.
The bait, but look at this wraparound at the moment. Thigh looking for a second one onto Stacks, gets cut down to size. A minute to go, and the spike is going to start to rotate towards the A side of things. Now, of course, a mechanic in this game, right? Toxic Screen falls from above, so we saw the top player first. Try to move Crosshair up there, and then you've got the bottom player that gets you. Just a awkward scenario there for Primi, unfortunately, and now we need to just see some, you know, good mid-round calls to come out from Talon in how to bring this one back from a deficit position.
Right, get the spike down, maybe place for some of these post plants.
Gotta remember though, Izu does have salvos, Armageddon as well, and now you're in a scenario where you're another member down as Talon.
Yeah, I didn't have information that Buzz was on site. Armageddon quickly deployed to force Talon to disperse. Now an uncomfortable Cruz gonna have to dance around on top of 410, but Buzz
try to confirm some information as Sylvan, and well, yeah, he's going to confirm some information. It's not the info you wanted, though.
That will be then Talon happy to take the B site. Some slight lurks being sussed out early on by Izu, though, so that means some even odds now possibly for T1 to fight back. Cruz, though, still, this is where you get all those post plants.
Yeah, absolutely. One shock dart, Hunter's Fury, Snake Bite still for Thigh.
Just holding the positions. T1 looking to get up closer, maybe go for the tap. Salvos to clear out yellow, but it's not where Primi was. Able to swing out from the earlier position. Thigh then coming back in, the snake bite bouncing off.
Look to turn up the pace when this drone is destroyed.
But Izu's got Sylvan watching his 6. 8 Jit Boys though, 86 is Sylvan now for Izu to then wrap back around the same spot. Talon might not expect it. They're holding the angle though, Primi trying to assert himself back into the fight. Ty will take the action. Yeah, then for the 3-on-4.
That one's a little bit awkward, but now you've got a pick going in with the null command from Stacks.
Which does mean that utility will be rendered useless. Continuing to push through though, getting some space alongside the fragment. Jit Boys continuing to hold the left flank. Watching for it, he hears the footsteps, thrown off by the crosshair placement. He hears, but sees players up front as well. With that, then, the lockdown going all the way through. So much space by Buzz. He finds the taps! 2 kills, maybe the 3rd. Meteor to collect.
Timing, Izu.
Oh, he spotted them. Right, rotations pulled back to B, but even then, Buzz meeting those rotations fully as Talon tries to cross over. Jit Boys, though, snuck all the way in. Trying to hold down the angles, hold down space for the spike to get planted.
Armageddon comes out from Izu too, which can set up Meteor to try and catch them when falling back. It will do so awkwardly, rather.
Yeah, this is where maybe you get to play around these post-plant positions, anticipating Buzz up top. Primi then to hold around the toxic screen. The good flash good from Stacks, but still quickly dealt and dispatched by Primi. Nanoswarm burns at the feet of Izu. Now it's just Sylvan. Tries to peek out from screens, but spotted. Spike, for the sight hits as well, but here comes Primi. His blades sharpened with precision. Looking to pull his enemies in, but Buzz quickly anchors the B site for now. Still though, A site cracked open. Meteor around the sides, he's still undetected. Looks to delete players off the board. That's the first. Primi then, still online, still possibly sharp. Oh, but quickly dealt with by Stacks. All of a sudden, impossible thrifty at the hands of T1. Killua trying to swing out from the sides of the toxic screen. Will kiss Stacks for now. then a hug from Meteor. Just Cruise, and he's only got the util. Viper's Pit on the spike. It's not going to be easy, Komodo. He peeks, and that's...
Is the best flank lurker in this game at the moment.
Meteor, his name comes to mind, but Jit Boys! Off the swing, off the alarm bot. He finds a second as well. 10 seconds now, but the spike not yet down. Killua, they're trying to go for it.
Yeah.
From Talon, crystal clear.
Oh,
the salvos though, Sylvan uncomfortable. Stax trying to play up on top.
Yeah, as soon as that wall dropped, way too many numbers around this one, and this is where Talon can start to find a little bit of time. I mentioned the lockdown dropping at the top.
Spike planted.
Does give some space for T1, but with the trades out from Primi, just buys more time. The lockdown destroyed. Meteor left.
As Talon,
he's gonna stay tucked in. Oh. Good check by Killua.
Now it's the 4 versus 5 deficit where you got to try and piece things together. I think Meteor was spotted by Jit Boys. He was, but it does not matter. Extra info, 2 players around the boiler. He's so hungry to try and establish dominance here. Meanwhile, the rest of the team has managed to slip in towards the A site.
The spike planted now especially as well. Meteor or not, I mean, Reyna or not, he's still Meteor. But of course now spotted out. So no need to worry about lurks or flanks any further. You begin with the drone to advance into sight to clear, but it's quickly shot down.
And Stax is low too, remember?
Tries to get into a sneaky position though, and that's when he's able to spring and find Thigh. A couple kills traded out from both sides as well, but down to just Primi then, who finds the Sheriff shot. And flank as well, but unbeknownst to him, Sylvan somewhere out behind. Might get spotted out, but that's it. The hit going on towards the A site. Thigh trying to hold down the shots. It's gonna be Sylvan and Izu fighting a 2 apiece though. Thigh then answering back. Killua taking down Sylvan as well. 3v2. Good flash from Stax, but doesn't deter Talon whatsoever. The salvo's coming back in.
You got a fragment for Stax. You've got still a little bit of killjoy utility, but you really just got to hit your shots here, Quack.
Stax trying to get proactive. He's hitting his shots. He's hitting his shots. Killua brings it to a 1v1, but with a sidestep. Meteor.
Try and keep Talon honest a little bit in what they utilize around it, but now the ult start coming out from afar.
Oh, he finds a second shot. Hunter's Fury coming in. It's 2 kills. Just the last one left. Meteor trying to fight back, but certainly no way to pick up his fallen brethren. Primi! Definite furrowed brows on the side of T1 as the coach tries to bring something up together, but it's quickly dismayed by Primi with his op still holding down these huge sight lines.
Yeah, and you've taken Buzz down as well, right? So it makes things real awkward for T1, who do manage to get into the A site.
Yeah, Null Commando will still able to get in, but Jit Boys, anchor position found. He's got 2 kills, he's getting a hat trick!
So
just Meteor! And he's getting surrounded. Komodo, I
haven't heard of this story before, Quack.
Chapter 1, you get peeked.
Die. So they know this is the A site.
Oh, but then Cruz, sudden peek.
Buzz down first again.
Tough when your star duelist is gone. At least the lockdown, possibly to give some space. Primi! How are you doing this?
Counter lockdown in. Gonna force some respect here a little bit when the plant does go down. Enough time for Sylvan to get out, but it's a 3 versus 5.
Pulls out the knives, looking to cut and divide. The Viper's Pit at the very least to give T1 some safe haven on the site. Izu, sneaking all the way underneath. Talon might not know. The spring transfer not quite there though, and Cruz carries his team across the finishing line, closing out this map with a final score of 13-6. Oh, Killua spinning back around, takes down Buzz. You got Izu running by the cage, and Killua still fighting frags. Shields cracked, and Thigh unfortunately stuck in a reload, so a bit of control now on the B side for T1. Trying to call for a mid-round adaptation.
And you had Stax just waltz all the way through from sewers on towards this A site as well. So it is technically free for the taking, but you still got to contend with a lot of that utility that, when tripped, will now reveal where everyone is. There's also a camera that hasn't actually been opened by Jit Boys yet, I do believe. So he will now have that to spot out some info, which has just been noted, to go into this 3 versus 3 post play.
Gotta watch out for potentially along as well. Well, the dart will clear that. Meteor knows that his opponents are approaching in from Link. The swing out though, especially with the blind side, Primi could play spoiler. Low HP is Meteor, and a great grab net coming out all of a sudden. 2v1. Oh, and it's Cruz falling to his death as Sylvan finds the shot. Primi though.
Just removed of your ability.
Stuns and survival smokes coming online. Cyber Cage for Cruz to play around, and it's Primi just with a ghost. Dives down and deep. It's gonna be Meteor who finds the frags just to put a splash back against Talon.
Here we go, Cruz.
Quite aware. Kill contract, nope. Straight into the gulag. Cruz trying to get a good rush against Meteor, but the best ISO in the world answers back. Primi now then, out from A long. And also for Izu up around short. Good holds coming out from T1 so far. And unfortunately, even if with the dimensional drift, Talon not quite able to fight back until Killua attempts at some shots. The fake out quickly shot as well, but Primi then for the next one. Just Izu left, and he's very clearly spotted out by Long. Both of them lining themselves up for it, and it's angles that are too hard for Izu to contend with.
Potentially just play for that annihilation in this sort of situation. You've got the grav net as well, but he's just going to go for a one-to-one trade. Spike to go towards this A side as well, but do you even fancy an early plant here from Meteor? Because your team is just on an island at the moment. They're trying to paddle their way over, and eventually they will get here. So a player advantage for Talon, still with an Armageddon online for Killua, if needed. You got a lot of abilities though for Talon.
Armageddon, possibly. Certainly, at some point, just to flush them out. Trying to maybe look for some reactions first, though. The Paranoia sent out. Then the salvos, but look at Meteor threading the needle once again. Armageddon then sends over, forces Stacks out of position, but oh, just all held up by the choke.
Towards this site, comboed with the Hunter's Fury. And you're getting some good damage out as well.
Yeah, great burst, and it does force Talon to disperse. Unfortunate for Primi, he gets quickly deleted. 3-on-4 retake.
The plant will go down as well. Is this going to be a bit too far-fetched?
Here now for T1 to then take the B site. Primi trying to get away. Still though, feeling a lot of contact. Jitboy's unfortunate on the swing, but Primi to take the duel back. Blindside then for the rest of the team to flood back in. The spike not quite planted safely. Up towards Izu, who then pushes out from Garage. So off towards the middle and window area, it's all Talon being able to completely overwhelm Stacks.
So if you've got a gate crash in a sort of scenario like this, I was going to say you'd expect that to go into the position where the sonic sensors may be, but now that Cruz is gone, well, it makes it a little bit more awkward.
Really tricky now.
30 seconds
Certainly with players neutralized, it makes things a lot easier for T1. Meteor diving into the smokes, but Talon trying to play stacked up alongside it. Killua then coming in as well. Just Sylvan and Izu, who is flanking, but he's been spotted now. Paranoia, and he gets one kill, but for Killua!
They got Primi.
Oh, well.
But now they have Cruz, who opens up on towards Meteor, in towards this seaside, and you overlook a cheeky corner of Killua.
And that's why you gotta love these super teams. Barry Mash also kind of deep, but it doesn't allow anyone to slip through this time.
Gun barrel.
T1 trying to scrounge up something together. Sylvan sneaking into the B site, so it pulls the rotations from Talon back to the middle of the map.
And I love how awkward this makes him as well. Sylvan can't just quite 100% feel confident in going for a duel there.
Which also kind of alerts to Talon, you know, no spike towards B just yet. We know it's possibly A, and that's what Jitboys goes in for the swing! Izu gun down, Primi, quick on the trade.
They saw Sylvan before, remember, now flashed out.
Oh, and there's no way that he's able to, survive for long.
And now it's Thai that has to try and win it in the 1v1.
So challenger.
Meteor wins it again. He's not dropped him yet.
Found a direction at some point, but yeah, here comes Jitboys now. Primi still trying to dance around and keep his opponents invested to then allow for Killua to possibly route back around, but oh, Primi shut down. Killua trying to hold the angle, but Izu though dodges that with ease. Cyber Cage to allow the rest of the team to sneak in though, and Jitboys, the double kill going through. Killua fanning out all across. A little bit more support from Primi as well, but down to Stacks, who will be able to find a trade out towards Thigh.
Look at the damage though. I mean, this is the best scenario that Stacks will be in a 1v4. Everybody hurting.
Ace clutch? Maybe. Does have a recon, but that barrier mesh in his face is it's quite pesky.
I'm a bit surprised that Cruz didn't put any sensors on this spike. I'll be real.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, you're right. Just didn't have the time for it. Perhaps feeling the pressure. Stacks out of garage.
Yeah, he just threw another grav net to back aside.
Killa also taking his time all the way through from Link. Stacks, oh,
They're all running.
They're
all running.
Push up, but he's been spotted. He's been tagged. And they're just holding the positions. The discipline from Talon coming forward. Killua then making some noise. Cruz to swing off.
Really play around that.
Oh, this was rehearsed.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick TP's out as well. And look at Jit Boys. He's trying to wrap around. Cruz just needs to stay tucked in and stay alive. Buy time for his teammates. Got one player already down, but here comes Cruz. Does find a couple of shots. Jit Boys then springing out. Izu getting gunned down. Oh, this attempt at sticking the spike, though. It's not going to come to a fruition. Buzz then coming back in. It's not halved yet. Meteor trying to play spoiler against the Talon players, but here comes Killa with the salvos. It takes some time, and I think it buys enough time. 2 players, 2v1, and Meteor's still trying to stick it halfway. He's spinning all around. Buzz gets the kill.
Left a tad to be desired, though you go into the next round, and that is a straight sharp shot. Dimensional drift on a Stacks. He's down for the count. Meteor? Okay.
Not too bad. Does find one. You got the wall up, though.
And one off the one off the kill contract too.
So if he can find something up from heaven, then you might have a real round at your hands. He's going to try.
No shield, though.
Looks for some vision, but yes, no shield. Certainly the kill contract will give him something.
Oh, he's going to use
Pops
it.
off, and there we go. It's Gulag time.
And Cruz, can he win it?
He's going to be the contender this time. Here comes a new challenger. Looks to knock him out, and he does! Cruz striking at Meteor's heart. Izu, though, playing off of the position. Salvo's then coming in. Izu sticking it to halfway. Sacrifices his life for it. Sylvan looking to play the 1v2 clutch, but Thai looking to deny. It's not quite coming through. And it's all for Killua to swing. He does it at the last possible second. And all of a sudden, the Hunter's Fury from Stacks confirms information, then for Buzz to spring out.
And now you got a 4 versus 4 scenario where you've lost a Senti on both sides. Comes down to the timing, I think, right now for Sylvan. What are you going to be able to do? You're hungry for it. You found one, looking for another one, but the hunt is on. The trade eventually comes forward for Talon, and they'll take control of Garage, but they'll put on a little bit of the brakes. Park up for a moment.
Right, decent engagement. And now for a slight reset, Jit Boys looking for something else around Cubby. Unfortunate then as Meteor swings. You got Buzz, who is in position now to cut Killua at his torso. Just Thigh left.
And a 1 versus 3. Going to be pretty difficult, you may expect here. 30 seconds to go, full Omen utility. Wouldn't be surprised if T1 are okay with this one to just go into a post plant. You've got Stacks that's going to be able to flank from mid. And the other 2 members come from C-Link.
Question is, though, then, where does Thigh play? What's he looking for?
Well, it's the gap. And that's what he's got right now. Paranoia in play available.
Trying to get into position to send that out once he has clear information. Right now, no real idea. Just the drone. Oh, the slow convergent shield as well. At some point, you got to send it over. Meteor almost sticking it all the way through, but Buzz, well, not truly audible until the trap gets broken, but Cruz all of a sudden with the lurk.
Man, what more is he going to be able to do here at the moment? Izu is a little bit stuck. He's got a lot to do.
Good gate crash by Buzz as well, so both online, but Primi with the sudden gate crash towards the backside. He lines them up. Jit Boy's now finding the frag, and then the spike plant.
Stacks has to save or has to come out with a miraculous 1 versus 4.
It is Stacks after all. A fragging IGL if nothing. It's been known to find huge clutches before. Currently just spotted by the other IGL. Even with the GravNet, Stacks able to fire back. This is not impossible, but it will be difficult. 1v3 and everyone from Talon, a huge firing squad lined up around C-Long. Stacks doing as much as possible to clear all of it out. Spotted out now by the camera.
That's it. It's
and
done.
yep, takes too much time.
Unfortunately, you can't stack them up.
Though, but you also have the wall. T1 quick to destroy it, but here comes Thigh with the spams.
Good flash.
Flashes over, and they're all fully blinded, have to hold back. This could be it, 3v5. Slow shield push, and Izu goes undetected. Buzz then finding the shot. Cruz still staying tucked in. The sonic sensor does trip. Neural theft coming over, and now they've seen Cruz. Buzz watching the angle, trying to lock it in. He does get the shot. Possible for T1 to turn this back around on its head until Primi lands the burst. Just a 1v3. Buzz He's trying to stay alive. Primi's trying to mark him. He's trying to block him. Buzz looking for the defuse. Oh, but he gets this crazy flick. Not to any avail though, because Killua and Gang able to swing on a dime.